There are moments when you just don't feel worthy to come before God, maybe because of mistakes, doubt, or just the heaviness of life. But God doesn't invite you to approach Him timidly. He calls you to come boldly, not because of who you are, but because of who He is. So take a deep breath and let that truth settle in. You're always welcome in His presence. Let us then approach God's throne of grace with confidence, so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need. You don't have to earn your way into God's presence, the invitation's already been given. Grace opened the door, mercy keeps it open, and love is what waits for you inside. This verse is such a powerful reminder that God isn't distant and He isn't difficult to reach. He's not sitting behind some locked gate waiting for you to get your act together before you can approach Him. He's seated on the throne of grace, a throne that welcomes you as you are. When life feels heavy or natural instinct is to pull back and hide or fix ourselves before coming to God, but that's not what grace looks like. Grace says, come anyway. Grace says, you belong here. Think about that. The creator of the universe actually wants you to approach Him. Not timidly, not nervously, but confidently. That confidence doesn't come from perfection, it comes from faith. It comes from knowing that Jesus already made the way clear for you. You don't have to carry shame into God's presence. You don't have to pretend to be strong when you're breaking inside. This verse tells you exactly what to expect when you come to Him. Mercy and grace to help you in your time of need. Mercy for the mistakes, grace for the struggles, help for the moments when you don't know what else to do. And the thing about grace is it's not just forgiveness, it's empowerment. Grace lifts you up, steadies your heart, and gives you the strength to keep going. Grace says, you fell, but you're still mine. When you pray, you're not talking to a God who's disappointed in you. You're talking to a Father who's delighted to hear your voice. He's not surprised by your weakness, He's ready to meet you there. That's what makes the throne of grace so beautiful. It's a place of mercy, not judgment. So come boldly. Come with your flaws, your fears, your failures. Come when you're weary, when you're lost, when you're on empty. And watch how His grace fills every space your strength can. You don't have to wait until you feel worthy. You just have to come. That's the invitation. God's throne isn't a courtroom of condemnation, it's a home filled with grace. So walk in with confidence, knowing mercy is waiting, grace is available, and help is on the way. If this message encouraged you, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. And if you need a prayer, especially if you're struggling to believe you're worthy of God's grace, drop a comment. I'd love to pray with you and remind you that you belong at the throne of grace.